Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to the English Institute of Sport here in Sheffield. It's BBL action, and it's the DBL Sharks versus Leeds, and the Force are in Sheffield. Leeds Force playing the DBL Sharks. I'd like to welcome alongside me former professional player Andrew Bridge, formerly of the Sharks and Newcastle Eagles. Good evening, Andrew.
Evening.
And should be an interesting game. Leeds Force coming off the back of a pretty heavy loss, but new players in the team, and the Sharks have got a 1-1 record from last weekend.
Yeah, Sheffield, both teams started out last Friday. Leeds obviously took the big loss to Newcastle, so obviously not ideal for them. So big bounce back game for them. I'm sure, you know, having been in a position where we've lost games, it's not necessarily thinking about the win, but for Leeds thinking about an improved performance, which will, you know, and if they do that, that might lead them to having the opportunity to win. Sheffield coming off arguably the disappointing loss last week to Surrey.
Yes, indeed.
Probably a game they anticipated winning, but the good thing for Sheffield was they got a chance to play on Sunday, and they did bounce back and beat what I think will be a strong Glasgow team as the season progresses. Tony Garbaletto, the new coach up there. So that was a great win for Sheffield. Played with probably a bit more intensity on Sunday, and it, you know, clearly worked out for them in the result column. And
Leeds Force with some pretty new players as we introduce onto the court their new signings that have just arrived. Swiss-American Zengi Michel Ofig and others to add to the team. Pretty new look to us, so we've got a lot to learn, and we'll see how this evolves tonight. I'm sure that it won't be the walkover that they found, Newcastle Eagles found when they played them at Leeds last week. So the starting fives, tonight's game brought to you by Roland Law. Number 3, Mackey McKnight for the Sharks. Tony Rublicki's out there, the big guy. Dirk Williams for the Sharks as well. Number 1 is Chris Alexander. 15, Mike Tuck starts captain for the Sharks. And for the Force, number 6, Dean Wanless. 14, Sam Tulawasi, formerly of the Sharks as well. Number 8, Ingus Bankevich, who was over in Manchester previously. Number 10, Eric Childress. And in the tip-off is number 7, Tavarian Nix. Leeds pick up the pieces from there. Talawasi spots up, doesn't get the drop. Rublicki with the rebound. Alexander to the point.
Yeah, good D by Dirk Williams. He's really, really long arms, can bother a lot of shots.
Alexander goes in for the drop, doesn't get it. Good rebound there. Number 7 by Nix.
Yeah, good drive by Alexander, got right down the middle, just unfortunately the floater just off left, but good drive.
Bankevich in the corner, isn't good. Rublicki with the rebound again. Bankevich very much a three-point shooter.
Yeah, very good three-point shooter though, but coming off the missing out the whole of last season.
Took nice fadeaway for 2. Opens the score.
Go-to move from Mike Tuck there. Loves to get in the post and throw the fake to the left shoulder and come back over and shoot with the right.
Nice move from Childress.
Good hesitation there from Childress. Throws a defense and then just managed to go in, and good finish over Mike Tuck. Tuck could probably do taking a step further out to bother the shot a little bit more.
Rublicki spins again. He's fouled on the floor.
Yeah, he was pushing into him with his lower body. Did a good job, what they tell you not to do, get your hands on him, kept his hands out, but was, you know, pushing him with his leg. Referee let it go the first couple of times, but the third time, that was enough for him, and he made the call.
Wanless for his first. Clock down to less than 10 seconds. Feeds Tuck. Tuck looks for his jumper. Feeds it out to Alexander. Alexander is short with the rebound It will be a Sharks ball, came off one of the Leeds players.
Yeah, good job by Tuck. Shot clock was winding down. You don't normally see your big guy making the play for your guard to shoot, so good job by Tuck.
McKnight on the ball, he spots up for three, drops it down for three. Confidence building.
Yeah, good shot. Defender just dropped a little bit too much to go under the screen, and McKnight did a good job bouncing back and hitting a tough three.
3-point attempt from Nix, not good. Rublicki with his third rebound. McKnight feeds Alexander.
Oh, bad pass.
Bad pass there. Picked up by Nix. One of the Americans that's come. Wanless. Big fellow comes out of Manchester. Goes all the way to the hole, but he's rejected by Williams. That was. No, Sam Talawasi went to the hole, my apologies.
Good job by Williams sticking with it. He trailed Talawasi the whole play, stuck with it, and you know, as he went up, a good block.
Nix, Childress, that's Talawasi again. He's short, certainly putting the shots up, Talawasi early in the offense.
Yeah, no, he did. He was at Manchester last year, you know, scored quite well, especially in a team that struggled last year, and I think someone from Leeds is going to have to look to create offense, and Talawasi's, you know, taking that responsibility.
McKnight goes into the paint and gets a foul on Talawasi. He will go to the hole for two shots. Danny Nelson, the new coach at Leeds. Lots of changes last week at Leeds. The coach disappeared and Danny Nelson steps in. And the battle between the two brothers has never actually come about. Both injured, not playing today. One for Leeds and one for Sheffield.
Yeah, I think they'd have both probably been really looking forward to it, actually. It's probably been a while since they've played against each other, if at all.
The two Brownell brothers, Eddie at Sheffield, George at Leeds. Sharks up 7-2, good start.
Yeah, good. I think good substitution by Wilson there, just taking Talawasi out. Knows he needs him to score, but just giving him a chance to.
McKnight with the steal, that's a nice move.
Oh, good block.
Oh wow, blocked by Nixon, rams it. So that will be a Sharks ball.
Great job by Nix, didn't give up on the play. Leeds turn it over. Look, for all intents and purposes, easy layup for McKnight, but Nix hustled back and got a great block.
Long arms there from Nixon. Jams it into the ring. Alexander slips on the floor, keeps his distance, drops the two.
Really tough shot by Alexander. You know, good composure though, slipped but stuck with it, and you know, a great concentration to finish that shot.
Childress. Wanless is going down low. Rublicki sticks with him. Doesn't get the drop. He gets the rebound though. Strong. Gets the two. Big body. 6. Dean Wanless.
Yeah, used his body well there. Stuck with it. Good hustle and fought hard. And you know, not too many people knocked Mike Tuck out of the way.
Tuck spins. Open shot for Williams. Doesn't get the drop. Recovered by Nix.
I think McKnight wanted the extra pass into the corner. He's made one already, McKnight. He was eager to shoot that one.
Childress doesn't get the drop. Williams with the rebound. Quickly on offense. Goes to the hole. Doesn't get the drop. Doesn't get the drop again. It's on the floor. Be a jump ball.
Good drive by Williams. I like that. He was aggressive. I think sometimes I don't know if he realizes how good he is. You know, that aggression is good. I'm sure. Speaking to the T-Ball Lions, he likes that. He wants him to be aggressive. So, you know, didn't get it to drop that time, but you know, I think Sheffield will take that kind of move from Williams.
So substitutions. Rublicki steps out. Number 24. The Sharks. In comes Rob Marsden, formerly of Leeds. Now playing for Sheffield.
Sheffield have got a nice rotation inside with Roblicki, Marsden and Tuck. You know, all really capable with the ball in the post. Marsden actually really, really strong at finishing around the basket, especially for difficult angles.
Substitutions also been made. Talawasi goes in for 2. On for the force is number 13, Isaac Murier, and number 32, Andrew Hamilton. Zach Gachette coming out for the Sharks, number 24. Fields Marsden. Marsden tries to spin inwards and gets the 2. Nice play. Gets the foul and 1 play.
Great move by Marsden. Took the couple of hits and then span beautifully to the baseline and looked from where we were quite a difficult angle to finish that. And just as we kind of spoke about before, he does that really, really, really well.
That was on Dean Wanless.
Really interesting to see Marsden play with other strong players. He's been at Manchester and Leeds and
drops the extra point, makes it a 3-point play. 12-6, Sharks lead.
Oh,
ambitious there from Sam Talawasi.
Yeah, if that pass had got there though, Leeds were going to have a layup. Alexander was at the back by himself.
Substitutions, Wanless comes out. I think he's on 2 fouls, and 31 comes in. Ali Fuller, 6'8", number 31 for Leeds.
Yeah, he had a big dunk on Darius Defoe last week in the game. One of the few highlights, I think.
Gachette with a baseline jumper, no good. Marsden retrieves the ball. Gachette gets it again. Alexander sets it up. Goes inside for a jumper. Nice 2, nice movement. Bit of pressure here from the Sharks. Nix. Is he going to take his man on? He does. Hamilton going to take his man on. Down low. Good movement between the 2 players. Nice 2. Hamilton with his first basket. Chris feeds. Williams is on the line for 3. Doesn't get the drop. Good interplay. Talawasi, Hamilton. Leeds with a big unit out there to.
Yeah, but they're dribbling the ball so much, they're not getting anything out of it.
Murier tries to go to the 2. He's fouled by Williams. It will be 2 shots to Murier. Playing without a recognised guard at the moment. Leeds gone big.
Yeah, which is, a good strategy if you can play to that, but if they're going to go big, they don't need everybody dribbling around on the perimeter and doing things. If you're going to go big, you got to throw the ball down inside and try and exploit that.
So Williams steps out. In comes Marko Bakovic at Sheffield Hallam University, one of the scholarship students here. Former England junior. Number 10 for the Sharks. Murier. There'll be 2 shots. Murier shoots again, gets the drop. Substitutions coming in. In comes the guard. Childress. Out goes Murier. Recognised guard back into the offence there for Leeds. Alexander. Nice spin and turn. Feeds Gachette. Gachette looks for his jumper. Doesn't get the drop. A little bit early in the offense, those shots. There's the 3-point attempt. It's good from Hamilton. Makes it a 2-point game.
Yeah, good shot. That's okay.
Turnover from Gachette.
And that lot Leeds got inside, and as a coach, once the ball's gone inside, you don't mind the threes, even if they are in secondary break or transition. It's a wide open shot and good concentration. Knocked it down.
Childress. McKnight comes on for Alexander. Substitutions. And number 30 is on for Leeds. That's Michel Nzengi. Childress trying to find his way to the hole. There's Hambleton. Bumps into Marsden. Baseline attempt. Stolen away by Bakovic. Good hands. McKnight loses the ball. Childress for 2.
Good job by Childress sticking with it, and then used his body really well to freeze McKnight so he couldn't go for the block.
Levels the game. 3 turnovers consecutively from the Sharks. Good hustle here from Leeds. Tuck goes to the hole. Doesn't get the drop. Rebound. Number 31 is Ali Fuller.
Oh.
Just looking at Bakovic picks up an unsportsmanlike.
No, I think they picked up the foul, and Tuck got the unsportsmanlike foul for trying to wrap Talawasi up afterwards. And
right.
It didn't. I'm not sure. I don't know. We only saw it one time, like the ref.
Indeed. Mike Tuck steps out. It's his first foul. Tony Rublicki steps back in.
I think, to be fair to the refs, though, they called the same thing last week. When any contact after the foul had been called, so you know, in that it's consistent, which is all you can ask for.
And Hambleton steps out. Good cameo from him for the Leeds, and Bankiewicz has come back in. Talawasi steps up to the free throw line, misses the first. Leeds will have possession after this, and they've come back well. They were 8 points down. I think it's an 8-0 run.
Yeah, potentially take the lead.
Doesn't get the drop. Halfway line for possession. And Sharks need to step up their game. The points have dried up.
I think they need to, you know, we kind of alluded to earlier on, just play with a bit more intensity.
Childress with a long 3, doesn't get the drop. Marsden gets the rebound.
I think, you know, if you don't put Leeds under pressure, they're going to start feeling comfortable, and you know, and it could get dangerous for the Sharks.
Rublicki. Marsden steps back, settling for jumpers here. Better hustle from the Sharks. Childress. 3-point attempt goes in from Bankiewicz.
Yeah, good 3-point shooter. That was, you know, pretty tough look.
And it's now a Sharks ball. Sorry?
The ref saying the ball bounced out of bounds as he inbounded it. I mean, it was close. But, you know,
Bad turnover there from the Sharks.
The guys running the floor got to pay a bit more attention. McKnight, you know, the defense was pressuring him, and somebody needs to release and just get the ball in bounds.
Leeds on a pretty much a 11-0 run at the moment. Oh. Bankiewicz left open. Could have knocked down another 3.
Got away with one there, Sheffield.
Gachette with a dunk and one. Dunks on his man. That was a great move.
Yeah, that a great move by Gachette. Always had the athleticism. Not seen him dunk on someone for a couple of years, but you know, that was impressive. That was.
Oh, and he dunked hard and got the foul. And that gentleman is going to sit down. Ali Fuller. In comes winless. That's the kind of energy that the Sharks need to display.
Plays like that, you know, get the crowd going, hopefully get the team going a little bit. But really impressive play by Gachette.
Gachette misses the bonus point. Leeds still in the lead. Hopefully that's some momentum for Sheffield, but Leeds have done well to fight back. Good 3-pointers from... Foul is on number 3, McKnight. Bankiewicz going to the corner again for his 3-point shot. Childress looking to go inside. Nice pass. 2 from Winless.
Yeah, good. Great pass by Childress. You know, took his time. At that time, he really went towards the basket and opened up option rather than just dribbling too much.
Bakovic needs help there. Offensive foul on, couldn't see the fingers. Marsden. Yeah. Sharks have lost their composure completely, yeah.
Just need to calm down. It's just where I know coaches have loads of different offenses for loads of different reasons, but just dribble it down and throw it down to Marsden or Rublicki and just let them calm down, do something. Something's going to happen in the key.
Pressure here from the Sharks. Childress, he's going to go to the hole. Pulls up, doesn't get the drop, but the feed, the number 11 feet drops in, Deogracius.
Just Leeds playing with good energy, good hustle, things are going there. When you play hard, things go your way.
Rublicki doesn't get the layup.
But at least that was at the, it went down his side, at least he was at the basket.
Turnover there from Leeds, a cheap one. Gachette, that was not a way to finish the basket, but there's 2, McKnight.
Yeah, good job by McKnight sticking with it. You know, fed the ball out to Gachette. Probably not.
Gachette steals it again. He's going up for the layup and doesn't get the drop, but he's fouled.
I think we're going to get a flop warning on
Bankovic
as well, which again is consistent from last week. So you kind of you'll live with that. But good job by Gachette sticking with it. See, you know, Sheffield knew there was only a few seconds left. Just up that intensity for a little bit, and something positive happened, and get a chance to pull it back to a 1-point game.
Gachette with the point. It's a shame that rimmed the layup. Gets 2 from 2, and Force will go in. Pretty pleased, I think, there, Andrew, with a 21-20 advantage, having trailed by 8. Have really fought back.
Yeah, great job. I think, you know, especially when you put it in the context of last week, coming out, finishing the first quarter actually up is going to, you know, boost and reinforce everything they've done in practice this week. Probably get them feeling a little bit good about themselves. Really important that Sheffield come out and jump on them in this second quarter. I think if the game's close at half time, you know, Leeds get a chance to then go in and have a chat about it and feel pretty good about themselves. So really, really important quarter for Sheffield here.
Yeah, I think it's not what they expected to be at 21-20 down. Certainly Leeds have had a tremendous reaction to that defeat. They've shown a lot of positivity, and some of the new players have really come and made a spark. I think Childress for them has been an excellent point guard addition.
He's done really well when he's attacked, you know, laterally towards the basket. When there's two, and to be fair, Leeds have done well. When there's too much dribble around the perimeter, they've not really got too much out of it. When they've been direct, positive things have happened. So that's obviously something they need to bear in mind and continue doing. Sheffield, I think, like we said in commentary, a few turnovers and runs of turnovers, and if they cut that out, they should have more than enough to pull the game out. But
well, let's see. And teams are back in. So we start the second quarter, 21-20, the Force lead. Leeds lead Sheffield 20-21. Sharks will start the game. Bankovic having to talk about it.
I think it must be to do with when Bankovic
Gachette
ended up on
ball,
the floor. Yeah. And I think Bankovic is saying he kicked his foot out. But anyway, we're back underway, so it doesn't really matter.
Gachette. Didn't see Marsden open. Alexander for 3 in the corner. He's short again. Marsden with the rebound. Can he drop? Yes. Good retake. Good rebound offensively and put back.
Good rebound. Easy finish for Marsden. That it looks difficult for a lot of players, but for him, that's what he does around the basket.
There's the pick and roll. Childress looking for an opening. Feeds one less. He's a long way out, but he takes the attempt. McKnight with the ball, under a lot of pressure, releases it. Alexander must be in for 2. Good spot by Gachette,
Yeah,
good assist.
Pass. Yeah, that all came because they doubled up court. McKnight got the ball out. And
Gachette nearly steals again. He's pretty been active on defense, Gachette, hasn't he? Brings a lot of energy to the game.
He's been active, he's been aggressive on defense, and that's why he's the one getting his hands, deflecting balls, getting steals, getting himself easy opportunities at the other end.
Nix with the ball, feeds Childress. Mankiewicz. Into the corner, well retrieved. Childress looks for a way out, there's another attempt. Short, almost fed Sam Talawasi under the basket. McKnight.
Had to go up though because of the shot.
Feeds Alexander, he's fouled, doesn't complete. Great pass from McKnight.
Yeah, good cut by Alexander. That would have been the exciting finish that if he'd got that to go. You know, took the contact and great effort to get it that close to going in.
Alexander, number 1 there. Amazingly, 34 years of age. Probably the quickest man on court. It's certainly kept
good genes.
Good genes.
Good genes. Looked after himself. You know, good professional. So great lesson to a lot of the other players in the league. I'd retired before I was 34. I couldn't imagine running around.
5-0 run so far for the Sharks at the start of this second quarter.
All coming off increased intensity and effort.
Alexander makes that 6-0. Good pressure. Winless is going to the hole like a train. Great pass. Good rejection from Rublicki. McKnight slows it down, feeds Gachette. Gachette feeds Marsden. That's a shame, really wasted the opportunity. Timeout called by the Tiba Lions. He'll be pleased that the Sharks have put a 5-0 run, got back ahead. What do you think Leeds need to do, Andrew, here?
Well, first off, they've got to get some good shots. They're taking tough shots, really, because Sheffield have come out with a play with a lot more intensity. Both ends of the floor, creating easy scores at one end, and Leeds are taking bad shots, or being forced to take bad shots at the other end. They need to get something going directly to the basket. Now, whether that's ball penetration or throwing it inside, whatever it is, it needs to be going towards the basket.
We'll see the timeout being taken by the Sharks. Leeds will regroup. 26-21 the lead. Leeds to inbound the ball, 26-21. The Sharks lead with a 6-0 run from the start of the second period. Rublicki intervenes, feeds Gachette. Gachette to Rublicki. Nice play. Gachette smart, certainly having an impact on the game.
Yeah, realised that he'd drawn 2 big defenders and dropped it off nicely, but good pressure by the Sharks, but really, really bad decision to inbound it.
Talawasi back on court. He's going to the hole and he's let. Marsden should have come in and helped, in my opinion, there, but good 2 from Talawasi. Gachette. Alexander, Bankevich is with him. Alexander feeds his way through, makes the 2. Beautifully done.
Yeah, good concentration, good finish. Split the defense and took his time, saw the help coming across, but didn't impact him, and good finish.
Nix against Rublicki, he's going all the way. Doesn't get there. Marsden with the rebound. Gachette. Almost a good javelin pass, but didn't make it.
So Marsden's got a mismatch. This needs to go in the post.
There's Marsden, goes strong, feeds out for the 3-pointer. Is good from Gachette. Certainly impacting the game really well. McKnight was good there. Talawasi's going to the hole. Bankevich has got an open look 3. Doesn't knock it down. McKnight looking for a way through. He's going to take his jumper. Rublicki doesn't get the rebound. Couldn't box his man out. Oh, it's Marsden. Took a bump in the back. Substitutions coming in. Timeout by Leeds. And Sharks have done have been on a 13-2 run there, and the Force need to regroup. Andrew?
Yeah, after the last time out, they did attack the basket a couple of times, but just couldn't finish. And Sheffield have got a bit of momentum now, and they're riding with it. They're getting good shots, and everything seems to be going their way. So the first quarter, Leeds are doing everything, playing aggressive, and the momentum is kind of with them to finish the quarter. Now Sheffield totally flipped it on its head, and within 3 minutes have put on, the same amount of points they did in probably the last 7 or 8 minutes of the first quarter. So, that's how intensity is so key in basketball, to getting that momentum, and having the momentum at the right time, so important as well.
So it's a good crowd here at the Institute of Sport in Sheffield to see this Yorkshire derby. Sheffield versus Leeds. Last year it was 2-1 to Sheffield in the derby, and the Sharks lost an early season game to Leeds. And certainly the Leeds team we see here tonight is much improved from the one in Newcastle last week. Their 2 American players have added strength, and a 3rd due to arrive shortly, depending on visas. Rublicki steps in, goes with a hook shot for 2. Nice.
Yeah, good by Rublicki. Is
for once it was the right-handed.
Yeah, he's left-handed. Looked like something he looked at it a couple of times last week as well. Definitely something he's worked on.
Somebody's gone for a tumble. Childress, it's got to be a jump ball some stage soon. No, allowed to go on. Nix will take a long jumper. Doesn't get the drop, but Bankevich is in. Rublicki blocks him out. Alexander is gone. He's fouled intentionally from behind. Takes a bad tumble there, does Alexander. Pushed behind. Not sure who the foul was called on.
Childress.
So, intentional foul, or unsportsmanlike. It'll be. Tuck is back in the game. Marsden, number 30, steps out. Mike Tuck back in. Had a great performance against Glasgow last week. 17 points, 9 rebounds. Chris Alexander leading all scorers at the moment in this game. He's going to the line. In and out. Rehearses his shot. Misses both, uncharacteristically.
So I think that's 2 unsportsmanlike fouls and all 4 free throws missed.
That's a good stat there, Andrew, right there. So 4 points should have been on the board.
I think 2 for each team, wasn't it?
Oh. And Rublicki.
Wow.
Soft and disappointing. Good hustle there. Childress, nice finish for 2. Good wraparound layup.
Yeah, he's been really effective just when he's been direct. He, looks quick once he. Once he's got past that first defender, his speed has given him, opportunities to finish.
McKnight with a missed pass there. Not quite how he expected it. Tuck goes for his long two, looked good, not drops. Sharks turning offense into defense, really. 10 points the gap now. Good hustle from the Sharks. Contested, Alexander with the ball.
Good cut by Murray though, just couldn't finish it.
Leeds back on D quite quickly. Alexander quickly to the...
Good block.
Gets a block by Nix. Rublicki for two with the rebound. Makes up for the turnover.
That worked out really well for Sheffield. Ended up getting a really high percentage shot from Rublicki.
Scrappy still on offense from the Sharks. Childress. McKnight tried to pick his pocket. Kind of fortunate because Childress did lose control of that ball.
Yeah, I think it's one of those where you want to see him make the guy finish. He was getting a little bit out of control, but it's difficult, not to reach in those situations.
It'll be an end-line ball for Leeds, and substitution made there quickly. Alexander sat down for the Sharks. Gachette comes back out. Childress has sat down as well. Number 13, Murier, has come back on. Nix against Tuck, doesn't like the mismatch. There's the three-point shot in the corner, is no good for Nzengi. McKnight tries to take control. Tuck fades, leaves Gachette. Gachette with a jumper mid-range two. That's his shot there, just about the top of the key.
Yeah, he used to always be going right, but I think even against Glasgow last week, he made a couple of tough ones going left. Clearly something he's been working on.
Nix likes to wants to go one-on-one with Rublicki. Stolen, Gachette. Strong to the basket, is fouled. And another intentional foul called. Unsportsmanlike, sorry, the terminology has changed. Gachette's certainly having an impact, isn't he? Defensively, stealing, hitting the points. He's probably MVP so far on the route.
Possibly so far. He just kind of got that one and very north to south, direct, made a move. Got the unsportsmanlike call. I'm not entirely sure looking at it why it's an unsportsmanlike, because he picked it up. I don't know. Best not to speculate.
And that's the 6th free throw missed tonight, and hugely disappointing because the lead could be massive here for the Sharks, but their misses are providing inspiration for Leeds, who will not go away. McKnight under a lot of pressure again, loses the ball once again.
I think Sheffield, it's okay to turn the ball over, but Sheffield, they're just sloppy turnovers that you just wouldn't expect, that probably aren't going to hurt you this game,
but will in others.
But will in others.
Talawasi with McKnight, looking for a one-on-one to the hole. He still wants to go to the hole. Doesn't get the drop, but a great rebound from Talawasi again, and it's all hustle in there. It will be a Sharks ball. Great hustle, great effort from Talawasi, probably overcooking it in my opinion, but great effort nonetheless. McKnight needs to keep control of that ball a lot better for the Sharks to be successful. Childress back in. Tuck. Gachette. Certainly a threat tonight. Feeds Tuck, nice ball. Tuck, great pass to Rublicki. He finishes. Good interplay from those two big guys.
Yeah, good catch by Rublicki. Tuck really fired that pass, and Rublicki did a great job to catch it and finish.
Childress, nice on the ball. Giving Williams, who's come on court recently for Marsden. Childress will spot up with the three. He's just short. Williams. Tuck was on the break. Didn't give it. Rublicki. McKnight looks for an option. Fades. Rublicki makes the rebound for 2.
Just too tall. Great rebound by Rublicki. Forces Leeds into a timeout.
43-25 to the DBL Sharks. They lead Leeds Force, who were leading at the end of the first quarter, 21-20, but they've been kept to just 4 points in this second period, and 7 minutes still about there remaining, Andrew, and Sheffield beginning to dominate.
Yeah, all, like we've already said, all come about just because I think they're just playing, it looks like they're playing a bit harder, and that's producing good things all around, even when Leeds do positive things. So Talawasi drives to the basket, gets the offensive rebound. Sheffield didn't give up on the play, stuck with it, got the rebound the next time, and are off to the races the other way. And there, McKnight, comes up a little bit short on the shot, but Rublicki had stayed with it, tapped it to himself, and then managed to get the easy lay-in. So, good things all around from Sheffield.
Leeds looking to respond, finding 21 points in the first, but only 4 points in the second. And Childress is key to Leeds' better performances. He's a rookie, he's making his debut tonight. It's looked pretty good. But I think it could be good if he could create a few more assists as opposed to one-on-one. Talawasi steps across, looks to take the ball on. He likes to go one-on-one to the hole. Here it comes again. Tuck is there, doesn't get it. Talawasi gets the rebound. It will be a Leeds Force ball.
Yeah, Williams is doing a good job of just being there, and I think Talawasi's aware that he's athletic and got long arms and is being forced to put up shots a little bit higher than maybe he normally would.
Leeds inbound. Talawasi again. Childress with the ball. He's going. No, he's not. Good shot from Windlass. It's a 3.
The first two just must have been sighters. That was good. Good shot by Windlass. Good concentration, and he looked pretty happy about it.
Bichette. McKnight feeds Tuck. Spins with the fadeaway. Doesn't get the drop, but Rublicki's in there. Oh, does it get it again?
Oh.
Doesn't finish.
Still staying with it though.
And it's Leeds. Must have been at least 4 attempts, and Talawasi on the fast break. He's going all the way. Tuck with the charge. Gets the 2. Leeds have come out with a bit of venom after that timeout.
Yeah, I mean, Talawasi, they don't look like the best shots, but Leeds are getting positive stuff out of them. He's going in there, and everybody else is kind of cleaning up behind.
Leeds steal the ball. Got scrappy here with Sheffield.
Again, Leeds hustling all over the place. Good job.
Lack of concentration here after that timeout. Substitutions coming in for the Sharks. Marsden's coming in. Tuck is going out. Alexander's coming in. McKnight's going out. 5-0 run from the Force. And they're going to the line now. Game of runs indeed. Rims in and out for Fuller. Second one is good. Substitutions. Nix comes in. Talawasi steps out. Good pressure here again from Leeds. Good work from Alexander. Steps up. He's going to be short with that one. And Leeds on the break again. Good hands from Gachette. Runs into the referee. Childress with 3, nice bucket.
Yeah, it was looked a lot more in rhythm that time, Childress. The others he shot off the dribble just didn't look that comfortable, but that was a nice shot.
Leeds with a big run. Guichet in the corner for 3, knocks it down, makes up for the turnover, repeats. 12 the lead, Sharks 46, Leeds 34. It's not been the best of the last few minutes, pretty scrappy. Childress looking for a way through, can't find it. Good fake, nice 2 shot from Fuller.
Good job by Leeds there.
Just gets the 2 on the buzzer, and the Sharks lead at half-time. DBL Sharks 46, Leeds Force 36. Your final thoughts, Andrew?
You know, obviously Sheffield up 10 now, so it's positive in that sense. I thought Leeds did a good job at the end of the quarter, fighting back in that last couple of minutes or so. Again, being aggressive, being direct. Might not have made the first shot, but cleaned up everything on the offensive rebounds. Got a couple of steals, and Childress made the nice 3. So, you know, both teams, you know, going to go back, think about it, and, you know, both teams I think will be talking about playing with intensity. Because the team, at points when both teams have done that, positive things have happened for both of them. So it seems like that's the key thing in this game tonight.
Indeed. So we'll have a break. Leeds Force 36, the DBL Sharks 46 at half-time here at the English Institute of Sport in the BBL.
Here we go. And we're off.
Welcome back to the English Institute of Sport in Sheffield. It's BBL action, and it's the DBL Sharks versus Yorkshire rivals Leeds Force. My name's Yuri Matishin, and I'm joined by former professional Andrew Bridge. It's been a pretty intensive first half, 46-36 to the DBL Sharks, Andrew, and Leeds have done well to come back and only be trailing by 10 points.
Yeah, good run at the end of the half for Leeds to pull them back in it, but just, you know, looking at the first half, probably the Sharks standout performer, Zach Gasheke, you know, obviously got 12 points, 4 assists, 3 steals, but just the energy he played with kind of turned the momentum for Sheffield. Others, you look at Rublicki already with a double-double, 10 points, 12 rebounds. Towards the end of the first half, just started cleaning everything up at both ends on the boards, and that's got him to 12 rebounds. For Leeds, Childress to 9 points already, 4 assists, is a pass-first point guard. So, you know, 9 points from him. Leeds will take that. Okay, he needs to continue being aggressive and look to score. That's when Leeds are getting all their success, if Leeds are going to get back into the game.
And Leeds inbound the ball. They trail by 10. Childress with it. Good atmosphere here at the English Institute of Sport. This derby. Offensive foul on Windlass. Alexander taking a real battering in the back. Windlass is not a small guy. Physical chap.
Didn't need to do it though. Childress had got over the screen, just lent the right leg out and to make sure he caught Alexander.
Took under the boards, nice too. Good assist from Rublicki. Those two guys are interchanging quite well.
Yeah, good cross screen though. Got tucked wide open under the basket. Easy finish.
Childress, nice too. McKnight faked the help.
Yeah, that's not McKnight's help though. That help needs to come from the weak side. If McKnight does help, his man will have an open 3.
Indeed.
Oh.
Williams retrieves the ball. Sloppy passes. Alexander Rublicki. Will he go to the left hand? He does. Gets the drop for 2.
Just too big for Leeds tonight, Rublicki, but looks like something's been said about Sheffield getting the ball inside. Both shots at the basket to start the half.
Ali Fuller. Good hands. Good rejection from Williams. Got up quickly.
Yeah, those long arms again, just bothering
Alexander
shots.
with a 3-point attempt off the bounce. He likes that. Did that last week at Glasgow. Talks to the crowd about it.
Yeah, it's a good, looks like that's one of his rhythm shots.
Good hustle then, Alexander. Williams feeds Alexander, feeds McKnight. Selfless.
Yeah.
Good assist from Alexander.
Yeah, good job by Williams pushing it ahead, and Alexander drew the defense. McKnight with easy lay-in.
Nelson needs to call a timeout if I was coaching Leeds, but I'm not. 17 points the difference. Good start from the Sharks, lots of energy. 3-point attempt isn't good. Somebody's got a technical. It's number 11. That's Antonio. I can't pronounce his surnames. Deogracias. And he gets a technical. He thought he was fouled on the 3-point shot down on Leeds' offense. He had a word with the ref and got the technical. McKnight will go to the line for the shots. In other games around the country, we had Newcastle Eagles beating Glasgow Rocks at the half-time. We had Leicester beating Bristol Flyers by significant margins. (56-38), the Sharks lead. 18 points, the highest margin. It's just ballooned at the start of the third. Great intensity from the Sharks. The third quarters were poor in the last 2 games. Perhaps they've adjusted. And number 11 has been ejected from the game. Picked up a second technical.
Oh, did he have the unsportsmanlike in the first half and the technical? Okay, yeah.
So he's out of the game.
Short.
Well short there from Alexander. Hope you can hear the commentary out there. Winless hits another three, doesn't get there. Quick hands from Rublicki. Nice pass, nice finish from McKnight. Williams with the assist. 20 points to lead. It's suddenly just been energy all the way from the Sharks. Leeds looking to regroup. Talawasi going strong. Gets the two. Tony Rublicki picks up a foul.
Good concentration, Talawasi, after the foul to get it to go.
Very physical player, Talawasi.
Yeah, loves the contact. He's probably a small forward, just a little bit.
Hits the bonus point.
Undersized to play that position at a higher level. Yeah, but really, really strong player.
Williams steps up for the three, knocks it down over Nix. Nice interplay between the guards. That will give Williams some confidence. 61-41, the DBL Sharks lead. Tonight's game sponsored by Roland Law. Leeds looking to try and get back into it. Bankevich comes in. Talawasi steps up for the three. He's not good, but he rebounds again and gets the rebound for two. Credit to Talawasi for staying lively.
Yeah, followed his shot. It looked pretty good, looks online just too long, but followed it anyway, which you tell all young players to do. And then that led to an easy layup for him.
Alexander looking for help. There's Williams. Feeds Rublicki. Rublicki spins, uses his left hand for two again.
Just too tall. Good move, but using his height to his advantage, really good move.
Well, he's playing up against a 6'8" guy, but just can't getting out physicaled. He's Ali Fuller. Bankevich in the corner. Nix with Williams. Takes a long two. Doesn't get the drop. Rublicki with the rebound. Williams overruns it but retains the ball. McKnight. Rublicki. McKnight kicks it out to Tuck, to Alexander. Good screen. Alexander falls over. Loses the ball, over dribble. Not a good hustle from Leeds, good hustle.
Good job from Leeds, stayed with it, rotated on defense for Sheffield to take the extra dribbles, which led to the 24-second violation.
Alexander steps down for the Sharks, takes a breather along with Rublicki, who takes a breather, been an intense 5 minutes, and Gachette and Marsden back in for the Sheffield side. Sharks 63, Leeds 43. Williams steals the ball, and another unsportsmanlike foul has been called.
Last defender though, so that one, that one's clear. He's the last defender, and the ref has no choice but to call the unsportsmanlike.
Tell you what, both teams have just kind of stepped up intensity. It's toe to toe. It's almost taken over the game, and calmness is not what we're seeing. We're just seeing two teams really intensely going at each other. Williams to the line for two. Drops the first. Certainly for Tiba Lyons saying to his side, we want you to be aggressive in the third quarter. He's getting it. Drops them both.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been surprised if he tore into them a little bit at half time. I've played for him. I know his kind of coaching philosophy and what he stands for and who he was as a player, and I don't think that intensity effort would have gone down too well.
Gachet looks to go strong to the hole, doesn't get there. A little bit out of control there, wants to lay it off the backboard. Go Talawasi to Bankevich, Bankevich. Foul by Marsden, Lee.
Hand in, good call by the ref. Marsden, you know, trying to control him with that off arm, you know, and he knows it was a foul, he's not saying anything about it.
Childress back in the game. Looking for this, goes to the hole. No, not available. But Bankevich can take his three and knocks it down. Good assist from Childress.
Yeah, good pass. And that's, you know, that's what Bankevich does. If he gets his feet set and he's got time, he's a really good three-point shooter.
Williams makes the cut. McKnight. Gachet throw moves out. McKnight from downtown scores the three. That must have been a 5-pointer if it were playing Barry Hearn rules.
Good drive. Good block.
Rejected by Gachet, and Childress finds his way into the boards. What a two from number 11 Williams. This has gone end to end manic.
Good body control there by Williams.
Great check there from Gachet. Turned defense into offense. Talawasi's going to the hole. Nope. Bankevich. Nice move for two.
So good job by Sheffield getting him off the three-point line, but Bankevich countered with a nice floater.
Gachet fancies it in the corner. He's long. McKnight with the ball. Williams fancies it for the three. He knocks it down. And suddenly it's a 25-point lead. Williams with all action play at both ends. McKnight with a almost halfway three-pointer.
Yeah, Williams has come out with, you know, playing really aggressive this half. You know, something he needs to do if Sheffield are going to be successful this year. Couple of threes, couple of drives that I really like to the basket, looking to get there. He is tall, he's really athletic. And the threes have come off, you know, getting comfortable, doing things, being aggressive, and then the threes just kind of seem to fall. It's amazing how it goes for you as a player like that. It's a great job by Sheffield to start the second half. Yeah, but what's important for them, yes, you know, they're going to win this game, but what's important for them now is consolidating, building good habits, preparing for those tougher games that are going to come in the next few weeks.
Indeed. 73-48, DBL Sharks lead. 25 points the difference. How will Leeds respond? They come back out with number 13 Murier coming onto court. They've not played Hambleton for a while, who started quite well. Pressure here from the Sharks. Double teaming. Winless frees up Murier. Trying to get the ball to Childress, he gets there. Tucky steps in. Good hustle. Three-point attempt is way off. Rublicki with another rebound. McKnight with the ball. Gachet. Came off Childress, tried to feed Rublicki. In the corner, Gachet doesn't get the drop. That was a low percentage shot.
Yeah, shot clock was winding down though. It came just, you know, from the poor execution of the pass.
Bankevich for two, nice spin. Kept his balance. Way downtown again, McKnight looks for two, for three. Out of bounds there from Leeds 4, Sally Fuller. Marko Bakovic, number 10, steps in for the Sharks. Williams takes a breather. Rublicki feeds McKnight. Gachette. Bakovic. Marsden goes one way, steps out, good retrieval.
What?
Marsden for 2, is that going to be an assist? I think they thought that they were actually running out of the clock.
There was 13 seconds on it.
I think they misunderstood what was going on there, for sure. I've never seen anything like that. Good hands, Gachette again, McKnight.
No, that's
Foul.
not unsportsmanlike. His defender's back.
Both called it unsportsmanlike. I've never seen so many unsportsmanlike fouls actually in a game.
It's clearly been a point of emphasis for
Without
the rest
doubt,
of this
Mr.
year.
Bridge,
I mean,
without doubt.
some of them were clear. To be fair, most of them tonight I think have been pretty clear. It looked like there were other defenders back. Maybe it was just too blatant of an act.
I've seen some of the most bizarre baskets tonight, both involving Gachette. One great dunk and an one play in the first half, and that assist with a reverse behind your back pass off the backboard to Marsden for 2. Crazy stuff. McKnight drops the 2 with the unsportsmanlike. He's going to step away. In comes Chris Alexander, number 1 for the Sharks, and it's 77-50. The Sharks beginning to fly. Alexander. Marsden goes high. Bakovic. There's Gachette. Will he get the 3 away? He does. Assist by Bakovic. And Gachette has been on fire.
Yeah, seems to really like the corner 3 this year.
Foul has been called on 30. Is that Marsden? Picks up another foul. That could be.
Just didn't get there in time. It's only his 3rd foul though.
3rd foul for Marsden. Winless comes out. Number 31 for Leeds is Ali Fuller. Substitutions. Tuck comes in. Marsden with his 3rd foul steps out. Sharks with a 30-point lead over the Force. They'll inbound the ball. Nix is back on, number 7 for Leeds. Bankevich is looking to go to the top of the guard. Steps away, nice shot, gets the drop.
And Bakovic still working his way back from being out all of last season. And they were shots, you know, from Manchester a couple of years ago that he was consistently hitting.
Tuck doesn't go for the 3. Nice pass from Bakovic.
Oh, good block.
Block. Tuck goes back in for the rebound. Gachette again, lively. Scores another 2. Bankevich will take this shot. Takes a tumble. And the Sharks open up a 30-point lead. That means a 20-point advantage they took in that 3rd quarter. No hesitancy in the 3rd. Came out with energy, Andrew.
Yeah, all across the board. I think that was the key. And Williams came out, really started it off. And then Gachette again just at the end of the quarter making another hustle play with an offensive rebound and put back. Sheffield, you know, probably couldn't have asked too much more out of that period. For Leeds, it's just about regrouping now. Let's take some positives, do some things that we said we were going to do as we prepared throughout the week, and hopefully then take those. They're on the road, though, in Plymouth on Sunday, so that's going to be a tough trip for them. So that's what they need to be thinking about now. You know, what do we need to do to prepare for Plymouth?
Indeed, 30 points the difference. Damage limitation for Leeds, 82-52. One of their guards injured out there, you can see, and speaking with their owner, the potential of another guard coming in from the States shortly to strengthen Leeds. 82-52. Sharks, more of the same. Other games tonight in the BBL. Newcastle Eagles and the Glasgow Rocks, Leicester Riders and the Bristol Flyers.
London were winning by a lot. Newcastle.
I forget who London were playing.
London are playing Manchester.
There you go.
They're winning by a lot. Newcastle were winning by a lot, and Leicester were winning by a lot.
Leading scorers at the moment. McKnight with 20, Gachette with 17, and Rublicki has 14 points and 16 rebounds. And leading for the opponents tonight, Leeds Force, 12 points is Bankiewicz. Good block there on Rublicki. Rublicki steals the ball, feeds Gachette for 2 more. Rublicki assist. Talawasi, strong, doesn't get the drop, but Fuller, no, it's, yes, Ali Fuller, number 31.
They're just hanging around, you know, as the help steps over, so many times that opens up the offensive rebound for you. Just got to go for it.
Tuck, Keats, Alexander for 3, steps in to take his jumper, drops it 2. Nice 2 for Alexander.
Nice head fake there, you know, got the defender flying by and got good concentration on the pull-up.
Talawasi. Bankiewicz is the hot hand at the moment. There's his 3-pointer. Doesn't get the drop.
A little bit rushed, but you know that's a shot he can make.
Took good retrieval. Gachette. Rublicki. Nice pass, Gachette for 2. Great assist from Alexander.
Yeah,
Gachette is just everywhere.
Yeah, he does a good job moving along the baseline. You know, good finish inside.
We'll be going to you, Andrew, for the MVP on the evening. We've got Rublicki, Gachette, McKnight.
Yes, it's going to be a tough one, actually. Really.
Nix, strong. Doesn't get there. Rublicki with the rebound. Alexander waits for his teammates. Rublicki. Gachette hanging on the baseline, didn't see him. There he is from Bakovic. Good pass. Gachette doesn't get the drop.
Good pass by Bakovic there. Also, you know, a little understanding of who was scoring a lot. You know, could have took that shot himself, but made the extra pass, which.
There's Talawasi for 3. Looks good. .31 points to lead. Tuck, selfless tonight. Rublicki steps away, uses his left hand, but he's rejected by Fuller. Bankiewicz.
What?
Intentional foul on Bakovic.
Okay.
So many intentional fouls, it's difficult to understand the process. Just looked like sensible contact and took an elbow in the face too. Nonetheless, Bankiewicz to the line for 2. I've never seen this many intentional fouls in a game.
Well, I mean, I think the contact is incidental. You know, as this contact as an offensive player, you do put your arms out. I don't think there was any intent there from Bankiewicz, but I think in the office next week we're going to have to go on a crash course to understand the unsportsmanlike fouls.
Well, we have Roger Harrison here assessing.
We'll see if we can get his attention and find out.
Leeds with the 2 and the ball. Bankiewicz with a long 3.
Good
makes
shot.
the shot. Certainly feeling in the hot hand, Bankiewicz. Certainly keeping the Leeds force going. Williams to Tuck. Marsden to Alexander. Alexander steps in for the 2. Doesn't get the drop.
Good
Childress
rebound.
with a rebound. Good hands from Childress. Nice finish for 2.
Yeah, good job.
Coast to coast.
Great rebound and then pushed it. No one stopped the ball and good concentration to finish.
Williams kicks it out to Marsden. Marko Bakovic in the corner for 3, doesn't get it.
Good offense by Sheffield there. Though got inside, moved the ball, swung it round, and it was the right shot at the right time.
Nice move from Talawasi. Gets the rebound again. Jump ball by Marsden and Talawasi. Timeouts called by the Sharks. And substitutions. Hambleton is coming in. Talawasi is going to take a breather. It's just been frenetic. I think that's the kind of explanation for tonight's game. Not a lot of composure, but 24 points the deficit. Leeds have bounced back, having been down by 30.
It's been fast-paced. I think the second half's been, quite exciting. Obviously, as the season goes on, both teams need to improve and play with a bit more quality. But the second half's been entertaining. Leeds made a few threes.
Bakovic certainly showing his quality there and beginning to find his range.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to take a bit of time. He's going to be a key person for Leeds if didn't influence how they perform this year. But I fortunately was never out for an extended period of time. But it can't be easy working your way back from that much time out. But you can see, the skill that's clearly there. He averaged, 16, 17 points a game for Manchester a couple of years ago. So the talent's there. For him, it's just about working his way back in, getting his fitness, and Leeds understanding how they can best use him. Sheffield have been much improved in the second half just by playing harder.
Rablicki steps out for a breather. Williams has come back in. It's a slightly smaller lineup for Sheffield. Hambleton doesn't get the drop. Quite sure what happened there.
I think a push on the rebound, yeah.
So Chris Alexander, the guard, number 1 for the Sharks, picks up a foul.
Yeah, Talawasi was going for the rebound and just got pushed when he was in the air.
McKnight with the hand.
Ooh.
Good hustle there from McKnight. Nix with the ball. Takes a long 3, doesn't get the drop, and that will go out of bounds. Sharks 88-64. They lead. Williams, Tuck, McKnight. Good hustle here from Leeds, physical. Seems to be falling over Alexander. Childress steps away. McKnight with a push off, doesn't get the drop. Good boxing out from Leeds. Nix keeps dribbling, going to the hole for the 2, doesn't get it. Marsden does. Leeds still keeping that intensity on D. Alexander goes down low. Marsden spins away. Nice under the basket move for 2.
Yeah, great finish by Marsden. Took his time, really patient, and really good finish.
Excellent move from Marsden. Leeds with Childress. Looking for the pass under the boards. Nix wants to go in on Tuck. Long jumper is good for 2 over Tuck. Williams. Tuck. Alexander. Feeds Tuck. Tuck with a nice move for 2.
Good patience by turnover.
Williams with the ball. Steps up for a long 3. Doesn't get there. Fortunate for Leeds. Not the greatest execution. Childress looks for the rebound. Marsden does well.
Sheffield can push here.
Alexander will look for his three. Doesn't get there. Foot out of bounds for Hambleton. 2 3-pointers went begging. And who comes into the game? Alexander steps out. Gachette comes in. Oh no, timeout has been called, Andrew. And Leeds are having a timeout. Danny Nelson calls it. So 92-66, timeout called. BBL Sharks doing a great job at the moment. 92-66. We're back into the game. 3:36 remain. Leeds will be looking to keep Sharks under 100.
I think it's really important for Sheffield just to keep the tempo when they force misses, you know, push the ball down the floor. When they do come against those top teams, it's going to be important for them to generate easy baskets. So it's good to get those kind of looks in this type of game.
Williams. Feeds McKnight. Marsden trying to go through strong, but is fouled.
Yeah, went to make the move and got pushed as he made it. Good call by the ref.
Ali Fuller, number 31, steps out. He took the foul. Winless comes back in, number 6. Marsden with the ball. Tuck. Williams. Good pressure from Leeds. Williams. Foul by Hambleton.
Yeah, as a coach, you're not going to be too happy with that foul. 3 seconds on the shot clock. The guy dribbling away from the basket, and you pick up a reaching in foul.
14 seconds. The shot clock resets. Substitutions. Murrier comes in. Hambleton steps out. We'll be looking for your MVP selection. Gachette. Marsden blocked. They're on the floor. I think it's going to be a jump ball. Marsden. Great block there from Leeds.
Leeds have had quite a few blocks tonight. They've clearly got some, you know, athleticism and some potential on defense. It's just, you know, up to the coaching staff to come up with some kind of system that can take advantage of that.
Marsden in the walls, having a smile. It's been quite a physical affair, hasn't it? There's no quarter being given by any team, and they're really.
Leeds have got, you know, quite a few big guys, plenty of fouls to use, and they do it. Like I said, if they tidied a few things up, you know, they could probably start holding. You know, forget the Newcastle game, you know, but they could start, you know, holding teams to lower scores as the season goes on, give themselves a chance to, you know, win some games.
Williams, what an assist and basket! That was superb.
Yeah, that's the player Team Alliance likes. They clearly, you know, eye contact there. You know, with the guy taking out Williams, and good concentration to finish.
Open 3-point look for Fuller. Doesn't get the drop. McKnight has got the ball. Tuck is on the wing. Feeds Gachette. Tuck for 2. Nice assist from Zach. Selfless.
Yeah, good pass. Again, Sheffield just pushing the ball, creating easy looks.
30 points the differential now. Leeds have done well in this fourth quarter, though. There's the open look for Murrier, but that was a good block there from Williams. Long arms. There's another shot for Winless. That's his second 3. Wanless gets another 3. McKnight. Feeds top. Marsden. There's McKnight. Looks for his 2. Doesn't drop. Foul on 13. Murier took a piece of tuck in there.
I didn't quite see what happened. Everybody jumped up. Tuck got a hand on the ball and kept it alive. I don't know, maybe he came down and landed on Murier as it all played out.
Tuck takes a tough blow. Still physical out there. There's no quarter given.
You don't mind that. I mean, Leeds have got to play hard, you know, so.
Williams gets rejected. McKnight, long down 3, no way through.
Yeah, shot clock was winding down, have to take it.
Childress, great finish to the hole for 2.
Good drive.
Quick guy. Foul is on Pankevich. Sharks with 1 minute 32 to try and get over the 100 point mark. Gachet looks for his 2-pointer, doesn't drop. Wanless, stolen by Gachet, makes it way, feeds Williams. What a great dunk there from Williams. Gachet with the assist and the steal.
Yeah. Great athleticism by Williams, kind of slowed down, decided what he was going to do. Just threw it down hard with 2 hands. If Williams can have a couple more dunks, you know, people are going to start getting out
of his way. Stolen away by Williams again. Feeds Gachet. Doesn't go for it. Tuck. Marsden. Tuck. Williams. Gachet for 3. Doesn't get the drop. Marsden with the hand goes out of bounds. And Leeds have defended that well. 24 seconds to go. Substitutions. Talawasi comes in. Winless steps out. Tuck steps out. Bakovic steps in. There's a chance for the 100. One offense remains. Leeds with the ball. Nix. Offensive foul on Talawasi. So there'll be 8.6 seconds for the 100, if that's available. McKnight doesn't touch it yet, gets it. Will they go for the 100 shot? No, they won't.
No, they shouldn't do. No.
It's all over, and the BBL Sharks beat Leeds Force 98-71. Great performance from the Sharks. Final thoughts, Andrew, before your MVP nomination?
Yeah, I mean, for Sheffield, it was just important that they got the win. Building on last week's game at the Rocks, which they did. Obviously, things they'll probably want to look at and clean up. But you know, you can't ask. You know, the games are there in front of you. You need to win them. Sheffield came out and won it. Definitely positive to take, you know, from the game. Reblicki all over the board. Zach Gachet played with really good energy. McKnight made a couple of big shots, assists. Same for Alexander. Okay, Mars and Tuck, you know, played super hard. So positives all around.
Well done. And on screen you can see the BBL Championship games for Sunday, where Plymouth Raiders will meet tonight's losers Leeds Force at the Plymouth Pavilions, and the Giants, Manchester Giants, will be the hosts for Newcastle Eagles, who are on a winning streak, live from the Trafford Sports Dome, and Cheshire Phoenix against the Surrey Scorchers at the Cheshire Oaks Arena. So we hope you've enjoyed it here tonight. DBL Sharks are victors. They've beaten Leeds Force 98-71. We hope you've enjoyed it and will join us next week.